So yesterday we discussed about table layout, right? So today we will concentrate on our next thing, that is like next one, that is today we will concentrate on button and text view properties, and we will enter little bit into the. So for that, here now I am creating one new project. So that is MTV's activity. So next, so here I'm giving that as the txt button. I'm giving the project name as a txt button. So in this, what we will do is now we will add all the text related properties, then all the button related properties we will add, and for that we will give some action. So how that can be performed, that we will see here now. So once it has loaded, so initially for a few projects, I have to go with the linear layout, and after that, some of them we will go with the relative, and we will check one by one like that. We will modify. We will discuss one by one layout. So in few days, so that by end of the course we will get the overall scope of the each layout. So that way we will go here. Now for the first year, now we created a project. So this will create with constant layout, right? Now that constant layout, we will modify to that linear layout. So here even today we will concentrate how to uh, run the application into the mobile also. That also we will concentrate here today. So it's creating with constraint layout, right? So this constraint layout will change as a linear layout. So I have verified that linear layout. So for the linear layout, so orientation is required, right? So here we will give that Android colon orientation equal to. So I'm giving that as vertical. So these are the properties are constant layout properties. So I remove those properties. Just a minute. Once this project is loaded, one by one, we will add the properties here. Still it is loading this project. So here like for text view, the general properties like we are using. So that is text to size, text color, padding, margin, text style, and want to display like whatever the text we given, but I want to display that in capital letter. So that kind of all the properties here we will apply here. Right and right column. So we will give that text size. So the text size we will give in SP. So I'm giving that has the 20 SP, right? So next Android colon text color. So I'm giving this color. So that color, like we will give some random color. So from there we will change that color, right? So the next we can give other also, but just I'm waiting to like how it will generating auto generation that I want to show. That's the reason I'm waiting here. So like we will add Android colon. So that is the text style. So this style will be like normal. It is like bold and italic. So I've added as a bold. Next Android colon. So that is, so we'll give that margin. So equal to 10 dp. And also we will give that as the padding. So that is Android colon padding. So that is equal to 10 dp. So I have it these properties. Let once this load, we will see the UI. Then we can go with this. Next, one more property that is Android colon text all caps. So text all caps equal to true. So that whatever the text we given, so that can be shown in a capital letter only here. So majorly these all are the properties we will apply for a text view. And also one more property like that is property called gravity will use like position. Like once it is done, I'll show you that. Means while adding that property, the text will move so that you can feel that, okay, this property is applying like that, you will feel. That's the reason I have not applied. So that is a gravity property. Like I want to set up the text and exactly in a center, or I want to set up the text in a left side, right side. So that kind of that we can add here. That is.
Sir, basically padding means giving the gap from the boundaries, right?
Yes, exactly. Like it will, whatever the content, like now, margin means what happens, it will be create the space around the complete component. Okay,
Okay. Oh,
padding means it
hmm.
will create the space around the component, content. Like hello world is a content.
Okay. Individual content.
Yeah, even it is whatever the content I am displaying, on the content it will create a space, and this will create a surround the space. Like means, see now, let us say this text box is occupied, this much of this box is occupied. Right now, if I give the margin, so the space will
Okay.
create outside of this box. But if I
All right. All
give
right.
padding inside of the box, it will create the space. So that is a padding property. So why this much of time taking here to create logic here? So sometimes it will load quickly, sometimes it is taking time here. Taking too much of time. Oh, why this much? So meanwhile, just I'll explain something about this Kotlin file. Like here, see, when we want to write something code in a Kotlin, so the Kotlin project means Kotlin file we as extended has KT. Like in Java, whenever we write the Java files, the Java files can be extended as a .java. But here this is extended as a .kt. So here now that like package name, first it start with the package. So then package followed by the imports. So first of all package followed by imports. Then after that, this is the class. See here class main activity. So the class as defining the main activity is the class name, right? Then the class has to extend as an activity. So here colon indicates it is extends of activity. Forget about the app compact activity. Just remember the activity. Activity is nothing but it is a one type of the activity. So one type of activity is the main activity is the class which is extending as activity. Extending means it is acquiring the properties of that particular. This means whatever the activity has following methods, so those methods here we are acquiring. So on top of those methods only we are working here on that. That's the reason we are extended that as a one type of activity, that is here app. Maybe in future in place of app compact activity something else will come, but end it should be activity. Just you can remember that is an activity, right? So then that followed by here. So there is a this activity lifecycle has total 7 methods. On the 7 methods, the first one, which is like this is the on create. So the first one, which is on create. So the on create method has here override fun on create super saved. Like this is the method declaration. So that method has started here. Super dot on create means that is initiated here. So and after this now this is the set content view. So for the onCreate method, like Kotlin file does not have any user interface. So that is the reason it is mapped from the here. So that is from set content view r dot layout dot activity means whatever this XML name. See, this is XML name. R means resources. From the resources, the layout has mapped for this UI. So that is the this. Right. This is about the Kotlin. So from here now, we will write our next code. So like, let us say I'll write the next code here. So I want to write like here. Today, what is our intention? We are taking a button as well as text view, right? So for the button and text view, once we click on that, so we have to perform some activity here. So to perform that activity here now, so first of all, I want to declare the component whatever I want to use. So here var button. So first one we are taking as a button. So that we have to map with original. This is the button. So with this button, we are declaring yes, like here colon. We used to handle here nullify condition. So in a Kotlin, this is the major advantage. Every time it should be handled the nullify condition based on the component. So that is next is the text view. So here we are taking two buttons, right? One text view and one button. So those two I am declaring here like this. This is the step 1 in a Kotlin, whatever we are writing. So that is here step 1. Right after this, after set content view, here we have to identify those components are really present in our XML. So we are performing the action that we have to identify here. So for that here now, what I'll write is button equal to, there is a method called find view by ID. So with reference of this method, I'm finding this. So that is r dot id dot. What is the ID? It has given to the text view. So that is the like button. This is button, right? So BT1 So I have given has this BT1. So we will give their BT1 so that it will be clear. So then next is the text view. Text view equal to find view by ID. So find view by ID. So that is r dot id dot tv1. So like this, we will give that find view by ID, that is r dot id dot tv1. Right. So next here. So we have to give the listener or event to the button. So once user has clicked on the button, we have to perform something. So for that here now, I'm writing that button dot. So before applying this, we have to write a question mark so that it will check always the nullify condition. So that is on click. So that we have written here on click listener. Right, that we have written here. Right now within this listener, now we have to add the next. So we have to change some text content. So for that here, so we already declared the text view. So the text view dot. So here there is no setter and getter methods. Directly we have to set the text. So directly we have to set the text here. So like set and get both are same. So just simply we have to write the text. So we have to write the text equal to, I want to display here good evening. So I want to display the text as good evening. Once we click on the button, I have to display this is good. So this is a simple, very basic first simple program. So this is like, so here in still this is too much of time it is taking here. Maybe something, sometimes the project creation will take a longer time in Android Studio because some of the maybe background files as downloaded, that will take sometimes time. Maybe I think that is the reason only it is taking too much time here today. So we will give for this ID Android :ID equal to @ plus ID. So for this we have given there as a TV1. Right, almost for the button also it is a similar properties. So just I'll copy this and I'll paste entire this here. So this I'll change as the button. Button. So this I have given as a BT1. So for this button, like this, I want to write width as a match parent. So I'll change that as match parent. Right. Once this is loaded, until that we cannot do now anything. So we have to wait until that load.
Sir, that XML file
Hmm.
basically we use for the front end part, means the appearance of uh, individual products like button and all.
Correct.
And in dot and Kotlin file, we will write the backend process of that button. Is it right, sir?
Correct. Correct. Whatever the actions,
Like
whatever. Yeah.
actions, conditions.
Yes. Everything that we will write in Kotlin side.
Okay, fine.
So just for the UI. XML is for UI.
Okay. Okay.
Normally, it won't take this much of time, but here it is today taking too much of time. Okay, so for this is taking too much of time. So what you will do is like you create a project like till this I'll upload the video, right? So till that you can write the code. So this we will run in next class so that it will be okay for us to like we will run and we will discuss there in detail. Like for the timing up to this you can practice this code. Like hope till table layout you have done practice, right? Everyone done?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So till this program, you can practice this. We will see that tomorrow next time because I think today it is taking too much time, so that we will see.
Okay, sir.